Hi everyone, and welcome to this time-lapse version of Keeva's tutorial. So in these 3 minutes I've condensed about 3 hours of real-time footage. So I'm just showing you briefly what we go over in this part of the tutorial and what I talk about. So at the moment I'm doing her right ear, well her left ear, but her right as you look at it. And I've gone in with the soft pastel sticks, mostly with the unison ones, and I've created that lovely base layer just to give us that idea of the colours that are present, our lights and our darks. And then I'm starting to go over with the pastel pencils and just start to get some of the details in. And I'm gradually working up from dark to light just to get those really lovely colours in on top to make it pop. And I'm leaving those ear hairs, like the ones in the middle, to the very last, just so that they really show up on top and look really vibrant and really lovely. And one of the things that was quite interesting about these hairs is the different colours that went into them. You will have seen it wasn't just all those sort of golden tones. There's browns and there's greys and there's purples. There's all sorts in there. And then I've just moved down and started to do the face, which was a really exciting bit to do because her face really started to come together when I did this. So again, I've gone in with the soft pastel sticks and I've just created that sort of base layer, that map for us to use. And then I'm going over the top with the pastel pencils. So I've gone again from dark to light and I'm just gradually building up those layers with a nice soft pressure just to gradually get those hairs in, get them in the right direction, get those crossovers. And it just creates that lovely soft smooth effect of her fur while also showing the highlights in it where the light is really, really on her face. And in this portrait, the light was so important because there are some really strong highlights on there. So I've just started doing her nose. So I put in the outline of where her nose was just so I didn't lose that, and where the really dark areas were just so I didn't lose them. And I've obviously used the soft pastel sticks again just to get those base layers in. And I wanted to get the outline of the nose in and then just work around it and then go back to the nose. So I'm just using the pastel pencils just to gradually get that fur in again. So it is all those lovely soft little subtle changeovers in direction and colour, which are really making her look three-dimensional and really helping her to pop off the page. So this was a really interesting bit to do and to talk about. I just used a slightly different reference photo there just to look at for her nose, and another one will pop up in a minute just because when you're doing pet portraits like this, sometimes you do need to reference several photos. You don't always have the exact right photo, so sometimes it is really helpful to have a couple to look at. And I'm just going in and doing the nose now, and you'll see there's lots of lovely different colours in there that you can see. So there's blues, there's purples, there's greys, there's greens. Noses are quite reflective, so I talk about everything that I'm doing in the real-time video as I'm doing it. So I hope this has been a helpful preview of this tutorial. This is part 2, which is now available on my Patreon channel, and part 3 will be live next week. So depending on when you're watching this, it may already be there. So I hope this was helpful. Check out my Patreon if you'd like to see the real-time version, and I will see you for part 3 next week. Thanks guys, bye.